Banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, hey there. I didn't realize I was singing. Well, I'm also part of a group called the Lancaster Men's Chorus, and I gotta keep practicing just to get back in shape, and obviously that was obviously the United States national anthem. But there was a reason why I was doing that, because obviously you want to brush up your singing, because if you don't really do that, you have a tendency of not really being that well of a singer. Comment if you like the national, if you like that, or tell me what you think. But, however, today's thing is not only about that, it's about when this came around. Well, obviously we all know about Francis Scott Key in 1812 when he boarded a British vessel to try to free prisoners and all that other stuff, because I told you about that one a while back ago. But now, let's talk about, he wrote it as a poem. But you want to talk age of, and how these liberals want to change the national anthem and change the national anthem altogether. But, to begin with that, let's begin with another one. Liberals say, I don't even know where to begin at with this one. Liberals say the national anthem is outdated. How's it outdated? It represents how our country was built. It was written as a poem at first. Kind of like how the Japanese national anthem was. The only difference between Japan and the United States, the Japanese wrote it as a poem, but just a few years later, after it was written, it's technically the oldest national anthem, one of the oldest national anthems. It's between the Dutch and the Japanese. The Netherlands got its independence from the Spanish during the 80s year war. But hands down, if you want to talk about national anthems, I'd be glad to have it at you. Just bring them to me. I'd be glad to talk about them. I mean, we can even talk about Canada if you want. Well, we'll get to Canada here shortly, but between the United States, Canada is different. But we'll get to Canada shortly. But the Dutch, Spain was in charge of the Netherlands, kind of like how Great Britain was in charge of the United States. 13 colonies, which became the United States later on. The United States got its independence from Great Britain. And that's how the only country ever to get its independence from Great Britain by war, aka by force. Now, Spain did the same thing. They had a lot of countries under their control. AKA, they were also known as the Spanish Empire at one point. But this time, they're known as Spain. Back in 1566, a war broke out. And for 80 years, and there a few times, there was a 12-year truce for peace. But then the war broke back out again. The 80 years war began. Then they fought for over 80 years. A Prince of Orange will forever be the person that was in charge of, will forever hail the King of Spain. Weird how it's all worded out in the Dutch national anthem. Da, 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 da. Beautiful national anthem. Japan's a little different, but it's pretty neat. Dun, 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 dun. But the thing about theirs is, they wrote theirs almost thousands of years ago, but they never really put it into wording. But they wrote it shortly afterwards. While, on the other hand, the Dutch actually has the oldest national anthem. Japan comes in second. Great Britain comes in third. Then the United States. Oldest national anthem, oldest poem, which is Great Britain. The United States really didn't write a poem yet, but the United States had it as a poem back in the day. Then lo and behold, as it shortly came around, 1862, during a baseball game in the middle of the Civil War, was the first time it actually was ever played. New York, I can't remember who it was. I didn't really read the article very well. But it was played between them. And then, after that, it all came down to certain things. It's so different. It's so different how it all ended. Because after all that war ended, it's just how you look at it. I mean, the United States will always be the first over everything. I will always sing the United States of America. But when you look at how certain angles look on these, the national anthem was then also sung at numerous Olympic events. Always sung at numerous Olympic events. And then we look at other events that it occurred at. And then, in 1931, it officially became the national anthem. It wasn't a national anthem until 1931. So if you want to call it outdated, fine. You liberals are a piece of work. You might as well just go back to your high safe space and just say, "Wow, we really do live in a piece of dirt. We were found on liberty and safe spaces by this national anthem." But, however, it wasn't all just that safe space of war. It also came with other things. Peace followed. Peace also followed. I mean, I could go on and on about how this whole thing ended. But then after World War II, the end of World War II, the commissioner of NFL, Elmer, I can't remember his last name, excuse me, I'm not real good at memories, ordered that the national anthem be played before every single game. And it's been going on since. That would be in 1945. And that just shows you how much America was then compared to what it is now, because we got so many un-American buffoons in office who do not think the national anthem, who thinks the national anthem is racist because the guy who wrote it was not only owned slaves, but that's not what this is about. It's about freedom. You have the right to believe that, and you have the right to get out of my damn country. So please, by all means, if you think that you don't like this country, there's the door. And by all means, I don't care. You can get out of my country for all I care. Because I don't give a damn about you. So, if you don't like this national anthem and you think that this country is bad, please, by all means, hop on a plane, get a brand new passport and everything. See ya. Go to Cuba. Go to North Korea. Go to China. Go to those countries. I'm sure they'll love you. But I love this country, and I will always love this country. With that being said, I got things I gotta do. With that, bye. Peace.